2015 has been one of the greatest ever years in gaming. We've seen both massive AAA games and fantastic indie titles. There are so many great games this year that I won't be able to feature them all in this video, so what I've chosen to do is choose my personal top 10 games of the year.
There are a couple of stipulations in order for a game to be featured on this list. Mainly it has to be a full release in 2015, which means no early access, ports of games from previous generations, or unfinished episodic titles.
Any platform and any genre are in the running here, and these won't be in any specific order as they're all great games in their own way. So, without further ado, let's get started. Dying Light was one of the first games that really hooked me this year. Its combination of Mirror's Edge style movement and melee combat added some much needed life to the open world zombie genre. The gameplay was fun, the story was engaging, and the game's mechanics were solid, making it a pleasure to play.
The Witcher 3 will be many people's game of the year, and it certainly deserves it. The story, the characters and the quests in the game all work together to create an open world with more depth than ever seen before in gaming. It's definitely a game that you need to experience for yourself.
Fallout 4 was both announced and released this year, and was definitely one of the most hyped games of the year. Despite it having left behind many of its RPG roots, Fallout 4 was a very solid shooter with an engaging open world full of mayhem and mystery.
Lara Croft was back on form this year with her latest game, Rise of the Tomb Raider. The game brought back the solid gameplay from previous titles, but this time focused more on tombs and puzzles like the classic games.
If you like Call of Duty, then Black Ops 3 is more of the same. The best thing about Black Ops 3 though is how much game you actually get. No matter what you enjoy, there is plenty of game here, whether you like multiplayer, campaign or zombies. Considering the amount of content other games offer for the same price, I'm looking at you Battlefront, Black Ops 3 is outstanding value for money.
It seems like Kerbal Space Program has been around for years. Well, it's finally got its official release in 2015, making it eligible for Game of the Year. Kerbal is the definitive rocket-building, space-exploring, ship-crashing game. If you're even slightly interested in space, this game will have you occupied for hours.
Mad Max is one of those games that many people would have missed, but those who played it would have found a really fun post-apocalyptic world full of interesting characters, locations, and better vehicle customization than most games. And anyway, who doesn't love vehicular combat?
Sometimes a game comes along that may not be perfect. It may have a few flaws, but it's so much fun that you can play for hours and hours and still be left wanting more. That is apparent in no game more so than Just Cause 3. Just Cause 3 is pure packaged enjoyment that gives you complete freedom to do all the craziest things you can imagine. It even has a nuclear RPG.
Rainbow Six Siege was a very late entry to this list. In actual fact, I only first played it on New Year's Eve. Team play is so essential to this game that it's almost pointless to play without friends. The game's biggest strength, besides gunplay, mechanics and graphics, is the satisfaction you get from completing a mission. Definitely the best co-op game of the year.
Assassin's Creed Unity had left a sour taste in many gamers' mouths after its less than perfect release. When Syndicate came along, it was everything and more than Unity promised. The London setting and two playable characters injected life into a dying franchise and showed us that Assassin's Creed could still be relevant and, more importantly, fun.
So there you have it guys, they were my personal top 10 games of 2015. Now I know that there are many games that I missed that you may really like, and that's probably because I haven't played them. So coming up next will be a few honourable mentions. Just before that, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe and follow me on Twitter. Now, let's get to those honourable mentions.
His name is Luke and he's more than your average gamer. No ordinary let's player. Know about Easter eggs much better. Da 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 da. His name is Luke, aka TheRoyalGorilla. Even bigger than the giant Godzilla. Follow him in every game he goes. Da 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 da. He's almost got everything you need, from GTA 5 to Assassin's Creed.